Low. Okay. Please, if you can see my screen, just tell me so that I know if I continue. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So let me open up our Figma, recent files. So have our property app design. Okay, yeah. 4 hours ago. So be like say person don't they already work on ourselves. Wow. Someone is already designing the mobile. Oh well, it will be this guy. So even though he's not supposed to do it here, our we're supposed to get our wireframe in one page, then our prototype in another page. So so far this is what we've done on our landing page prototype. Were you around when we did this? When we did this?
No, the last class that network no good. I just come.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, no problem. Once I upload the video, you can still go and check. If you go check the videos on it. So today we'll be continuing from where we stopped in the last class. Nello, Alpha, welcome. Good evening. I well, I see your handwork because basically it would have to be you. We don't start work or you were working on the mobile version, but
Yes.
okay, makes sense. But which I won't just talk now. Um, if for just you would have just left this part, like this wireframe page, shouldn't have done the edit here. Exactly, you'd have. That's why I created this prototype. So the only what you'd have done is just copied the whole um frame, paste here, then replicate the prototype of replicate the prototype of the page here. So that was what I was expecting, but no problem, sha. Just in case for other designs you want to try and be doing, just do the prototype here, then leave the wireframes here, so that if we want to make any adjustments later, we'll come to the wireframe here, make the adjustments first before going to the prototype to continue. So far so good. Yeah. So far so good. This is what we have on our home page, or as our own page on the prototype. We're able to, if you notice, this is what our wireframe look like. We'll just have it. Here will be our what do you call it, navigation. We'll have this text, this section with text and search. Then we'll have this section with our filter. So if you notice, it's not basically exactly the way it looks here, but that is the idea. The wireframe is just to give us structure of where what should be. Then here we now know that okay, here we'll have our title and description, then our search bar, then this right section will now have our filter. So if you notice, this is how we ended up doing our filter. So this is basically a drop down. You select if it's flat or apartment, then here you select how many bedrooms that you need. So this here just basically shows us how it looks without it when you've not clicked it. Then this one just shows how it looks after you've clicked it, or how the drop down will look. So this basically just helps the front end designer know what is designing or how it's going to design it. So so far does everything make sense before I continue? Are there any questions? suggestions or anything before I go on. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
No, no. Yes, no, 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 you can continue.
Okay, no problem.
Contribute
Alright now, so we are basically just going to carry on from here. Okay, but before I continue, let me just make another um note to you. Since you decided on continuing with the mobile, so this part is supposed to be like what do we call it? Navigation bar. But you know what? I'm going to like do one mobile screen. I'm going to like do one mobile screen for us, maybe so that from there you should be able to continue with it. So let me see. So far so good. This is what we have in our home screen. So can just continue with the next screen that we have. later I'll come back to the footer. So I'm just going to delete this from here since we've basically done most of the design for it. So I'm just going to select the frame and delete. We don't need it anymore, but we still have it in our wireframe. We can always come back here to make reference to it. So designing the sign up and login screen are basically no biggie, just a straightforward stuff which should not take our time today. So I'm just going to design our login screen, our sign up screen, then maybe the about screen if time permits. So I'm just going to copy this from here since it's been the next thing we'll be designing. Come over to our prototype screen and page, sorry, and paste it here. So I'm just going to shift it a bit so there will be space for this. So yeah, since I'm working on the desktop version, I'm going to create the desktop frame. I'll select the frame here and come over to desktop and select desktop. So we also have different screen sizes, as we all know. You can choose the one you want to use. Why I choose desktop because it better suits both Mac and any other type of desktop screen. So select this. Sorry, 1 minute. What did I do here just now? Select frame. Okay, I see what is happening here. Sorry. Delete this. Okay. So I'm going to name this sign up. Let me see what page I just copied now. So this is our sign up page. I'm going to name this our sign up screen. Okay. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay. So does anybody want to attempt to build this screen? Because it's basically straightforward. Let us relax and watch. Anybody want to attempt? Or I should go on. Nelu, Pinky, and I think we have one more.
I won't be able to share my screen. I'm not using my laptop for
Oh yeah,
for
it's true.
for
Yeah, it's true. That's true. I guess Pinky is also using her phone. Okay. Um. Well, there's no problem. So I guess you guys will work on the mobile then. So moving on. Since I've already have this as a group, if you see here, it's a fixed menu bar. So I can just select it and copy all of it and paste inside this frame. So that is why these things are called reusable components. So that is why things in Figma are made into components which you can always reuse. So I didn't have to start designing the whole menu bar again for me to be able to use it. So um, while there is this, now need to put this part of the screen. So this basically is not supposed to even be any issue. So let me go to our the file that we have here. Figma. I'm trying to open up the package that we got from the Figma community so that we can just use it to do this part. So this is it. I'm just going to open this up. Okay, so we have this. Let me copy this. Bring it over here. Okay, so you might be wondering why the thing is reducing this thing, what do we call it, space, as you are removing the content, and that is because of the auto layout that I talked about. Once you set a component to auto layout, it adjusts to what is inside of it. So I'm just going to create my own box here, then bring in those other things, trying to align this at the center. Let me see what we have here. Okay, so I'll make this border radius of 10, give it the drop shadow effect, I'll assume that we already have an idea of what the drop shadow effect is, so let me make this 30%. Right, then reduce this to 8. Let me see. I have to change the color of this. white, even though we'll not be able to see it well. So let me see if we can edit the drop shadow a little bit more. Sorry. Trying to change the shadow color, the shadow effect. So this is not where I'm supposed to be. The fill color, let me reduce it a bit so that it will be visible on the screen. Okay, so this is better. So so next I want to add our logo here. We don't basically have it on the wireframe, but I want to add that here. So first of all, let me be giving it our primary color so that it does not blend in with the background color of this. Let us select this and paste in our color and bring it here to the middle. Increase the height and the width to 100. So we have this here like this. Then let's see what else. Then to put our field text there, so we have this both of them. So I'm just going to copy this from here, so I don't have to start stressing myself again. Just make this fit the container and edit what is meant to be there. So this is sign up. What else? Just copy this and paste. Then just our text. I think I should reduce this a bit to like 25, so it does not stay the same, or does not look exactly the same like the header. Then I'm just going to copy this. Let me see. I have this already, so I'm just going to copy. Sorry. Select component and paste inside. Select this component and paste it inside. So I'm just going to replicate everything we have here. So this is enter email. Copy this. So what that field is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you see the metrics that are around this field, it helps us to organize the arrangement. So as you can see the line showing that 4 of the fields are aligned and they like have equal space between them. If you see it showing 30, 30, 30, 30. So this is how it also helps us to know when everything we are arranging are actually aligned. So and that's now to attempt to do now is to make sure they are all on the same in the middle. So this is in the middle now and this is in the middle. So let me just ungroup this. So now we have this as our sign up page. What else? I'm going to add this to already have an account. Let me copy this and I'm just going to paste this below, create a little more space here. I'll paste this here. Account login here. So I use the Control U as shortcut to make this underline underlined text. So while we have this now, let me reduce this to 20. Reduce this to 20 and reduce to 30. So this should work. Let me group all of this first so that I'll be able to move it up a bit and have space to add our button below, our submit button below. So I'm just going to select, let me see, I should be able to just select one of the buttons here. I'm just going to copy this and paste. Make sure you select the frame or the components which you want to put the stuff inside, so you don't just go and see your stuff anywhere. So then we have our submit button. We have our submit button here. So let me see. Okay, so far this is what we have here. Let me reduce this a bit. Okay, so let me just group all of this so that I can just replicate it on our sign-in screen. Group selection. Enter username. Enter password and confirm password. Check and spell this. This is supposed to be submit. Yeah. So we have this page, and I'm just going to delete this again. We don't need it. Let me come over and select our login screen and paste it here. So that we'll also see what we are doing. So there's basically no difference here. So it's just to copy this and replicate it here. I'm just going to edit this to login screen, and so what we have here instead is login, and log into your account. Then I'm just going to delete this. And this, and adjust this up because we need just email and password here. Then here what we have here is reset password, forgot password, then reset. Okay, and we can now just reduce this. You don't need all of this space again, and also this can come up. So it looks to me like these two are not aligned. So let me see if I can align them. So okay, I think this is better. Right, so let's see what this looks like. Okay. Okay. So this is what our home page is meant to look like when we run the prototype. So we'll have our menu, and I don't know, Pinky, if you were here when I actually did our fixed menu bar. Then we have our properties, the bedroom, the reach out to us section, and okay, the footer, which we said we would come back to. So while we have this, we now have our sign in and sign up, sign in and sign up button. Then we'll also create our home page button. So we'll create all of these pages, then add interactions to it. We can also show this how things should look when you click each of these things. So when I mean adding interactions, we'll add interactions to every single button on this screen, so that once you click, maybe you click home page or about page or buy, rent, shortlet, sign in, or any of these things, then it should take us to another page. So all of the interactions will be added as we move gradually. So far this is what we have, and let me move to the next page. So this is what our sign up should look like. This is what our sign up should look like. We'll have our able to enter our email, username, password, and confirm password. If you already have an account, login here. So if we click this, it should take us to our login page. Then once we click submit, it should take us to our dashboard page. Then after the sign up, we should have the third page we just created, which is our login page. So enter, which we are supposed to enter email, enter password, and reset. So we did not create any screen for the reset password, but what that basically does is just once you click reset password, it should take you to a screen where you would enter your email, which after once you enter it, now shows you that a reset password image has been sent, email link has been sent to your email. Then you should now be able to put your new password and confirm password. But that is we're not going to do that. I'm sure if you guys want to, you can just add that at your leisure time, but we're not going to do that for now. So far we have 3 screens here, and we're just going to continue with the rest of the screen. So this is just to show us what we've done so far. So let me see what we have next. I'm just going to delete this because we don't need it again on our user screens. So let me see what we have next on our screen. We have next here is the about screen. So I'm just going to copy this, come over to our prototype page and paste it so that I'll see what I'm working on while working on it. So we can also even decide to add effects, nice backgrounds to any of these pages if we want to, but most times simplicity like this is what makes the whole thing fine and all. So I'm going to add another frame for our about screen. It's going to be a desktop frame. It's going to be about screen. I'm just going to copy our menu bar and paste it inside here. And if you notice, just copying components in Figma actually copies all of its properties. Like when I mean properties, all of the settings. So this menu bar is fixed on all of the other pages. So as I copy it, it still remains fixed no matter the page I put it. And also, I'm sure you guys know that this thing here is meant to be the logo. Since we don't have any logo in particular, I just use this shape here to serve as the logo, just in case we are wondering why it's like that. So next is to have on this thing, this we basically call it breadcrumbs or so. But I want to do something else, which I've seen most times in some of these web pages. So I'm just going to add this here, then import an image, to it. okay, so I place the image into the container, then give it make it transparent. So I'm going to make this that 20% is too much. I'm going to make it 20. So I'm just now going to copy this here. Come over here and add trying to center align this. Let me see. So this should be centered to start with. Yeah, so meant to be our breadcrumb page. So this will be home, then about. So the idea here is it just helps in navigation no matter the page you go into. So let's say a user comes to this page and wants to go back to the home page. The user can just click home and it takes them back to the home page. So while we have that, we can now create this section, then have an image here. So since we have something like that here already, I'm just going to copy this and this, Control C, then come back here to our frame, Control V, then just put this here. So if you take note of this alignment and make sure it aligns with the rest of the page. So I'm going to edit this to about us. So since I really don't have content to put here, so I'm just going to do this like this. We can make this multiple paragraphs, since it's meant to serve like an about page that tells visitors about company per se. So I'm not going to create another box here. Make sure it aligns with the pattern of the rest of the page, then import our image as was done or designed on the wireframe. So I'm going to select the image I downloaded earlier, wait for it to import. Then add it into our container. So this is what we have here on our about page. Basically simple and straightforward. Then we now have our reach out to us section. So since we've already created a section like that somewhere, you just have to copy it. So I'm just going to find where we created it, which is on our home page. I'm just going to select all of this, group it, right click, then group selection, then select the whole group, Control C, then come back over to here, select this frame so we know that this is where we are pasting this, and click paste. So now we have this as our about page, where users can now reach out to in case they have any query of any sort. So let's run this and see what it looks like. I think the image should take a little bit of time to load up. Okay, so in my opinion, I would say this text here is too large, and the line height also is too large, so I'm also going to reduce. I'm just going to populate this more so it contains or it occupies the rest of the page. Then let's see what that looks like here. I think this is better. This is better so far. This is what we're able to get out from the wireframe that we've designed here. So what else? I think there's something I need to also let you guys know, which is about exporting your designs. So just in case you finish designing something on Figma and let's say you want to put your work out on Behance or all of those UI UX design platforms. So just to export your design, you can select any of the components you want to export. So let's say I want to export the whole of my home screen. I just select the whole home screen frame, then come right to this design part. I'll see export here, so I just click this and you do preview and you'll see what the screen will look like. So you can select if you want to export it as an image, which is PNG, JPG, SVG or PDF. So I'm just going to export this as PNG so you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to click export and I have my image here, home screen image. So after designing, you can export like this and open up, go on those platforms, even your, what do they call it, Instagram or Behance or Dribble, and you'll be able to upload what you've designed or showcase what you've designed for people to see. So I'm going to paste this here. Any questions so far? Nelo, is my screen lagging today? Also, to be sure that everything is fine. Okay, so I think this is it. Let me see. I don't need. Okay, I've already deleted that page. So what else? We should have a little more time to finish up one more screen. So we have the properties list screen, which should not take us much of our time. So since we already have a template, we can just do the rest of these screens, easily. So I'm just going to paste this here, shift it so that there will be space for the screen I want to add. Make it a desktop screen and bring it over to this place. Copy our menu bar again, as we've always done. Okay, I'm supposed to rename the frame name, which is a property list screen. Have the logo, menu, and our button. And then now we'll come to this part. So I'm just going to copy this so as not to take so much time then, because what I want to do is just to change the color basically. Okay, where is this thing now? So I copy this. Let me make sure. I think that was where the issue was. So let me see if I have that right. Yeah. So I'm just going to copy our primary color, then come over here and make sure I add that. Come over to the line. So this line is what we added here as the stroke. So copy this and paste. So now this should be like the header for our properties. Then since we already have a design that shows us, or that lists out our properties like this, I'm just going to go back to our home page where we have that and select all of it, copy, which is Ctrl C, come back over here and paste. So I hope it pastes here. Yeah, it did. I'm just going to increase this for it to accommodate. So if we notice on this page, we actually created space for filter by the right, so we cannot just allow this take up the whole screen size. So I'm just going to reduce this, but then reducing this means we've also reduced all of the components inside. So to that effect, this has to reduce also. The text here also has to reduce, let's say 25, and I'm also going to reduce the line height of this, make this top. Then we also have this. So let me just delete all of this so that I'll just work on one and like replicate the rest. So let me bring this up a bit and expand it. Then this has to come up also. So let me ungroup this for a second so I should be able to reduce. Okay, let me see what the issue here is. Okay, yeah, should be able to reduce just this, and yeah, there's this more so we can have our filter. So I'm just going to delete the rest of this so that once we finish editing this, I'll just copy and paste, replicate it per se. So select this rectangle, reduce the text of this also. So I'm going to make this 25. I'm going to make this 20. Font size 20. I'm going to increase this. Okay, what is wrong here now? Oh, okay, since every other thing has reduced. Okay, I think this is 20 already, but I want to reduce this to 15. Then reduce this to, sorry, that's too small. So 20, 20. So these two are already grouped, so you don't need to group them again. Let me shift this a little bit closer. So copy, paste. Copy, paste. And we have this, let me see. Okay, I think that is it. I'm going to copy and replicate. Paste again. Okay, and then we have this so far for now. So all we just need now is to add our filter. So one more thing, now to shift this down a bit so that I can add like a text in between. Okay, so far so good. This is what we are able to do. Adding the filter, I might just end up doing that myself, then showing it to us on our next class. But this should not be much of a problem. It is just basically what we have initially, or what we've done on the home page. Those fields that we have there, just adding them here so that people can further filter their search and search for whatever they want. Okay, so I'm going to just end here today. I don't know if anybody has any questions. So there's one more person joining us today. Dima, hello, can you hear me? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? You can just say something.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So, welcome. Apparently, this is your first time here because I figured you just joined this morning. So,
Yeah.
okay. So, just to know, do you have any prior knowledge to UI UX? Why do you decide to join, and what do you want to get out of the training? So, just to have ideas, we'll know how to help generally.
I- Okay, I have no prior knowledge, but I've been using the videos uploaded on the YouTube channel to learn. So I've been learning the previous works from the previous classes.
Okay. Are they understandable or confusing? Because that is another thing now. Because it's just classes we have here and upload. Did you understand do you understand what you've gone through so far?
Yes, I understood. And I had one question, but I think it's clear now with this class. I wanted to ask if, because I noticed the first work you did,
Yeah.
the wireframing. After you did, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
After you did the wireframing, then you didn't have to like create another, I don't know how to explain it, but you did the prototype on top of the wireframing, Abby. I don't know. So I wanted to know if that's how it's supposed to be, or
Okay, I did not
you
hear.
understand my question.
Yeah, I did not get the last sentence you made. Like, I think you cut off when you were saying you don't
Okay, I
understand
said I
it.
wanted to know
Mm-hmm.
if the wireframing and prototyping will be done differently, or after doing the wireframing, you just have to come again to just change and add colors
Oh,
to it to make it a prototype.
okay. The answer, as you say, it has already been answered, I guess. So you are not meant to add the prototype on top the wireframe, because that basically just beats the whole process. So let's say you're working, if whether you're working as a freelancer or in a company, you have to finish up with the wireframe and show the client, or let's say if you're in a company, you show the people that are supposed to approve it. They'll go through the wireframe to be sure that okay, this is the structure they want. And once they approve the structure, you now have to go ahead to now build the prototype following the wireframe that you've done.
Okay.
You get, so if you destroy the wireframe while you're building the prototype and maybe there is a change tomorrow, then you will not have anything to go back to. So it's just like the process. Even if, since you say you've gone through the previous videos, there is even the parts where we do hand sketch of the designs. Like that is where the whole thing starts from. You get, so all of those things are the process and they have to be kept before you go down into from that section or from that stage down to the prototype. So I think that answers your question. Yeah? Okay. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for coming on. So if there are still any more questions from any of us, then you can just message me anytime and I'll answer you. Um, aside,
I
yeah,
mean,
I can hear you, but your network is kind of bad.
I mean, you said you wanted to do some touches on the mobile version, so I think that's what we're creating for.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. Okay, so let's just quickly do one of those. So I'm just going to leave this here for now, so we can come back to that. Let me go over to our wireframes and so let me see. Since so I'm just going to copy this and I'll come over here. So not much of a change from what you've done so far, but I just wanted to like show something else. Maybe from there we can build from it. So let me see. There's something I need. Okay, I guess that cannot be found here. So I'm just going to go to the Figma community and see if I can find a mobile package, because there are some icons that will make the whole design better. So let me just add up the frame while that loads up. We are using mobile screen. Which screen did we even use here, Seth? Let me see. More. I cannot remember again, but let me see. Sorry. Frame iPhone 8. I think this should be it now. Well, I guess it's not. But let me just use that. Okay, this has opened up. Let me go down to the communities and search for about design packages or icon pack. Okay, so let me see if there's something here that is useful. Because there's something in particular I'm looking for. Okay, let me try this. So just how we usually copy template packs. So I'm just going to duplicate this. Then we'll have a copy of it on our project. So sorry, while this opens up, Dima, this Figma is open. So if you go through the channel, you should see a link to the Figma page where you can also make your own edits and add your own designs. So as I was saying, if you're able to contribute and build your own designs too also, that would be better. We can also come on here together, look at what you've done, and make adjustments or corrections to it. So you can just scroll through the channel and see if you find the link, then just join and contribute to the designs that we have there so far. Okay, so while this is loading up, I hope this does not take so much of our time now again. Sorry for the delay. Okay, I think this is coming up now. So I'm just going to do just this first design, then should be able to continue the rest from there. Only thing is, what I'm even looking for is just small icon pack. It's taking too much time like this to load. Okay, I think this is better now. So we we have our buttons, they have chips, they have input fields, so you can copy input fields from here. What else they have here? Tabs, pickers, so it's also input fields to pick screen and date. Then they have basic screens for light and dark mode. So yeah, funny enough, this is the main thing I needed here. So I'm just going to copy that and come over here and paste. So there's this, then we should have our icon, sorry, our menu bar, so I'm just going to add here. So try not to make it overlap. Okay, let me see. I'll make it our primary color. I'll copy the primary color we have, which is this. So I'm going to group this. I think they are not grouped already, so copy this. How do we even have our app here? Let me see. Okay, yeah, still the same thing. Then paste this here. So I'm going to make this white because how it's supposed to look. Reduce this to 15. Can even make it 10. I think 15 is okay. Reduce this also. Okay, what happened? That's gone from triangle to circle. Okay, so let me see, 30. Bring this a little bit closer and add our drop shadow. Then one more thing that I need is our menu. Let me see if it's something I can get here. I have to, okay. I'm just going to copy this, come and paste here. Well, I don't think this serves the purpose. This is not how I needed it to look. So I think I'm just going to try and design one by myself. So I'm just going to create a line. So this should do. white. Increase the border to like 2. Then I'm just going to replicate. Okay, let me make this 3. I'm just going to copy, paste, bring this down a little bit, copy, paste, and bring that down a little bit. So I'm just select everything. And group selection, then this should serve as our navbar. So on another screen I'm going to like design how it's supposed to show when you click the navigation bar. So yeah, I think we did not group this text above here as removed, so I'm just going to copy what we have here again. Let me use this one, copy. Okay, we have our image there first. Go. Put this up here, then upload our image here. Okay, sorry, today's class is taking a bit longer than usual, so wait for it to add up and make the transparency of this 40, then copy our text. So we should be aware that on mobile and on desktop, the the sizes or the font sizes cannot be the same, because there are different viewports you get, so it has to look nice on every screen, both mobile and desktop screens. So I'm just going to make this align with the page first, then reduce this to 20 pixels, reduce this to like 15, then reduce the line height, maybe stay at the top, this should do it. The next is to put our filter here. So I'm just going to copy this, paste it inside here. Okay, first of all, I don't think we need this part. I'm just going to delete this, make this stay at the center. Okay, so this should work. Then we have our filter. So let me copy our search button first. Let me see. I'll select some of the buttons here. And copy and paste it here. So what else? Then our filters. So I'm just going to select everything here. So I'm not going to, I don't think I should try to design the whole page for now. This is going to take so much time. Want to attempt to reduce all of this. So I have to design this one by one because it's not going to work like this. I have to start designing it one by one again. But at least I'm sure you get the point. At least now you have a basic structure, basic template of what you should do. Let me see what this looks like. Okay, so this is what our web page or website is supposed to look on mobile. So so far I'm just going to end it here. You can try and attempt to continue the design from here. If you come across any issues, you can just send me a message and I'll try as much as possible to reply you quick. So I think that should be all. As long as you have access to the file, you should be able to see most of all these other contents or icons. If you don't find them, then you can also attempt to download them on your own local account, on your own account. Yeah. So yeah, that is all. Is there any questions? Any confusion so far? Before I end it.
Yes, please, I have a question.
Okay.
I also ask, like, if you're freelancing for a client, the
Yeah.
text added to the whole design, shey it to be provided by them?
Yes. Actually, all of those text
Okay.
is meant to be provided by them.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is not your work. Okay. Any other thing? Okay. So I I'll take that as no more questions for now. Thank you guys for coming. Sorry for the dragged or delayed class today. I'll be uploading the today's video latest by tomorrow. I've uploaded the other ones, so I'll be sending the link soon so that we can go and check them out. Okay. Thank you guys for coming again. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Good night.
Please, how do we reach you personally?
You can message me directly here on Discord. So if you just hover on my name, you will see message.
Okay.
Yes, on my account here. So just message me and I'll reply
All
you.
right. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So good night, guys. Our next class will be on Wednesday, the same time.